1. Windows, starting with the obvious champion, Windows. Born in 1985 as a simple graphical layer over MS-DOS, Windows has evolved through legendary versions like Windows 95, the beloved XP, reliable Windows 7, and today's Windows 11. Windows runs on virtually any hardware: AMD, Intel, NVIDIA, custom builds, budget laptops, gaming rigs. This flexibility created an ecosystem so massive, it's impossible to escape. Gaming? Windows owns it with 50,000 plus Steam titles and DirectX support that developers target first. Productivity? Microsoft Office, Visual Studio, Adobe Creative Suite, all built for Windows first. System requirements keep climbing. Windows 11 left millions of good computers behind with TPM requirements. Updates arrive at the worst times and sometimes track you in endless restart loops. Being the most popular OS makes Windows the biggest malware target. And yes, the blue screen of death has haunted users since version 1. Windows crashes affect the average user every 3-4 months, yet it still holds 70% of desktop market share. 2. macOS. Apple's macOS, launched in 2001, takes the opposite approach. Complete control over hardware and software for maximum optimization. Stability is legendary. Mac users genuinely forget computers can crash. The Apple ecosystem creates magic. Start a project on MacBook. Continue on iPad. Answer iPhone calls through your Mac. Built-in professional tools like Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro rival any software. MacBook battery life with M1/M2 chips lasts actual workdays, not just hours. Want macOS? You're buying expensive Apple hardware. No budget options exist. Gaming is severely limited without DirectX support. Some essential Windows software simply doesn't exist on Mac, or comes in stripped-down versions. 80% of professional video editors use Mac, but only 8% of gamers do. 3. Linux, created in 1991 by 21 years old Linus Torvalds. Linux isn't one OS, but a family of distributions built around a free, open-source kernel. It's completely free and runs perfectly on old hardware that Windows abandoned. Total customization, modify everything from boot screen to desktop appearance. Security is built in through proper permissions and package managers. The server world belongs to Linux. Google, Facebook, Netflix, NASA, even Microsoft's Azure, all run on Linux. While Ubuntu and Linux Mint are beginner-friendly, you'll eventually need the terminal. Software compatibility requires finding alternatives or using compatibility layers. Gaming has improved with Steam's Proton, but many popular titles still don't work. Linux powers 96.3% of the world's top web servers, and over 600 distributions exist. 4. ChromeOS. What if your OS was basically just a web browser? ChromeOS assumes everything you need lives in the cloud. Lightning-fast boot times and instant app launches. Built-in security through sandboxing and automatic updates. Incredibly simple. Sign in with Google account, and everything syncs. Budget-friendly Chromebooks cost $200 to $300, perfect for schools and basic users. Heavy internet dependency, limited offline functionality. No full desktop apps like Photoshop or professional video editors. Minimal local storage since everything should live in the cloud. Gaming limited to Android apps and browser games. 5. Android. Google's open-source mobile OS powers 71% of smartphones worldwide, used by Samsung, Xiaomi, OnePlus, and hundreds of manufacturers. Ultimate customization. Install custom launchers, themes, widgets, modify everything. Massive app selection on Google Play Store. Devices range from $100 budget phones to $1,500 plagflix. Freedom to install apps from anywhere, not just official stores. Update inconsistency. Some devices get timely updates, others are abandoned quickly. Manufacturers pre-install bloatware you can't remove. Performance varies wildly between devices. less optimized than iOS for battery life and app performance. 3 billion active Android devices worldwide. 6. iOS, Apple's exclusive mobile OS since 2007, famous for stability, security, and premium user experience. Long-term support, even 6-year-old iPhones get latest updates. Strict App Store curation ensures quality and security. Seamless integration with Mac, iPad, Apple Watch ecosystem. Superior app optimization and consistent performance across devices. Limited customization, Apple controls the experience. No app sideloading without technical workarounds. No expandable storage or headphone jacks. Premium pricing across entire lineup with no budget options. iOS has 97% fewer malware infections than Android. 7. UNIX, developed in the late 1960s at Bell Labs, UNIX is the grandfather that taught all modern operating systems everything they know. Mission-critical stability for banking systems, weather forecasting, scientific research, multi-user support handling thousands simultaneously. Foundation for macOS, Linux, and countless others. When absolutely nothing can fail, organizations choose UNIX. Licensing costs $1,447 per user. A 250-user company pays over $350,000. Steep learning curve and complex maintenance. Rarely seen by regular consumers, but powers the world's most important systems. Most global banking systems run on UNIX variants. 8. BSD. Born at UC Berkeley in the 1970s, BSD quietly powers entertainment and networking infrastructure worldwide. PlayStation 4 and 5 gaming systems run BSD variants. Netflix's streaming infrastructure relies on PST. pfSense firewalls protect businesses globally. Network equipment keeping the internet running uses BSD for efficiency. Exceptional resource management and stability. Multiple variants. FreeBSD, OpenBSD, NetBSD. Perfect for specialized high-performance tasks where reliability matters more than user-friendliness. You've probably used BSD today without knowing it.